Hey everybody, if you're watching this on YouTube, this was a live recording of a broadcast on Ustream.tv. You'll hear me talking to my friends in the box that are live in the chat. If you'd like to come join us sometime, go to Ustream.tv and look for Inky Obsessions and click follow, and you should get notified whenever I go live. So, who else do we have here? Laurie, Jean, Travis. Hello. Hey, Joan. So I'm going to continue working on Francois' box here and try to pick up where I left off. You know, I like this, but I don't love it. I don't know what the difference is. Hey, Orla. I don't know why. I don't know why, but we shall just continue and see where it leads me. See what happens. I think I'm going to need to find my big bottle of glue, though. Hey, Eileen. Oh, yeah, that's got the last. Actually, you know what? I'm going to cut this open and see what else I got left in here. Yeah, there's a good amount in there, of course. Wow. Let's see if I can schmutz out of here. Oh! Hang on. Getting away from me. All right. Hey, Kimberly. Hey, Gayla. All right. Let's see what I got here and what I want to do. That fits in there pretty good. That's the same as that, though. Should mix it up a little bit. Too small. Too small. I need one just right. Like Goldilocks. Oh Lord, you can see my hair when I'm leaning over. I got bed head. Not only do I have bed head, I have CPAP head with my I haven't had time to grab a shower yet today. Actually, I think hang on, I'm gonna move my camera a little bit. Hold on. Hold on to your lunch. Let's try that. All right. I might put something like that in somewhere around here when I get to it. It's still kind of small. It is freezing here. I don't know how about it. Well, I would imagine for Jean it's freezing there just because of where she is, but it's freezing here. And we spring forward tonight. Thank the Lord. I'll gladly give up an hour of sleep for some extra daylight. Ah, that's just a hair too big. What's this? That's different. I can make that work. Sort of, kind of. Might shave a little bit of that off. Trying to bevel it, because if you have a tile in the bottom, if it's cut on an angle where your bevel's like this instead of like this, if you know what I mean, that little bit of that edge will really screw you up when you get in a tight spot. So I'm trying trim that off and make this, from an aerial view, a little more narrow. There we go. Let's do that. Let's do these three. Get her going here. I've been trying to decide how I'm going to finish the box. What color do I want to paint the wooden box? Did that go that way? No, this went this way. Oop, I didn't paint this. Lost my wits about me there. Hey, Kathy. Welcome, my friend, Little Book Owl. Hello. That's a new name, I think, to me. Welcome. So I can't decide. I think I might just paint it a gradient of black, going from dark at the bottom sides of the box and coming up to maybe silver at the top. And then maybe paint this black on the sides here. I don't know. It's all kind of up in the air. We're supposed to get snow next week into daylight savings time. And after, we're getting closer to spring. Now we're going to get some snow. But that's okay. It's all right. Maybe Dave will get to use his brand new snowblower we had to buy this year. It's still sitting all shiny and new with stickers on it in the garage. Hey, Ghost. Hey, Denise. Thank you. Let me bring it in a skosh. I don't want to bring in too much. We'll try to skosh that. See where we get to. Will this be big enough for these? Oh, look at you. Just, a hair too small. That's a good one to have. These glass ones can go away. I'm not going to use that. This one is a good one I can use. All right, let's bring something brighter back in here. Let's do that right there. I see where this is going to leave a little bit of a gap right there between the silver one and this black one, but that's okay. Sometimes you got to embrace the gap. Hey, Linda. You got to embrace the gap. Oh, get over there. It's delicious, Eileen. Can you see me eating the brush? Oh, God. It is delicious. And it almost fits there. Almost. Not enough. I want to try to get, maybe I'll put this glass piece there. Oh, that's the one with the cracked. Daggone it, these things are pain in the neck with all those little cracks. Can I put the crack down? Will that still give me a nice surface? Oh, I could do that. Oh! And maybe we have yet another crack after that. And we do. Which means that piece of glass. Oh no, maybe not. Oh, it was probably there and I didn't notice it. I'd like to get something like that in there somewhere, but I can't put that good sharp. I can't do that. Give a gift that's going to slice somebody's fingers up. That's no good. All right, let's see what we can do. There's another circuit board one. go in there. I think I need to get some more. Let's see, I got Togo. Let's get another Togo in here somewhere. Togo. That's really wonky. How the hell did I cut these things? Maybe they do grow in the oven. I'm not sure because surely I had a better eye when I cut that bad boy. Yep, upside down. Don't want to put the country in upside down. That's not good. If I put that there, that's too wide. Too narrow. Too wide. Come on. Patty, please say hi to Joan before she drowns in her tears. Uh-oh, what are they doing, Joan? What happened? Don't throw yourself off a bridge. All right, I gotta wait for the lag to catch up to tell me what's happening. I did actually say hi to Joan when she came in. No, I didn't. I did. I said hi, Joan. Hello, Joan, my UK friend. Yep, I did. At least I think I did. Said it in my head anyway. Ah, crap. Here we go. That's for Dave. All right, let's see. Will that go up here? I might just cut this one down a little bit. Hey, Fancy. I do miss some people coming in because I'm trying to pay a little bit of attention to what I'm doing, but let's try that. All right. Okay, that kind of worked. Oh, that's really crooked. What the hell am I doing? Patty, don't you have a cutter to cut those glass tiles? I have a glass cutter, yeah, but it's not, the jaws won't go big enough to cut that. I don't think. Oh, yeah, well, I'll try it. But it leaves a really sharp edge when you do that, though, Orla. These have, like, the edges are rounded. I don't know if you can see that or not. But they're not sharp. And that is going to make a cut in the glass, and it's going to be very sharp if I do that. Hey, Safia. Did I glue that? Yeah, it's just not set yet. Okay. All right. You know, you really do have to talk to yourself when you're doing this. You really, well, I do. I guess normal people wouldn't have to, but let's just leave it at that. Patty, did you send that ring yet. It's on the way, Gala. You let me know when you receive it. Hey, Lori. Did anyone explain to Patti that Arsenal is not in the north of England yet? I have no idea where it is. I just know it's his favorite team. I do not know where it is. Let's try that. Will that work? I don't know where it is. Doesn't really matter to me. As long as he knows where it is. It's still crooked. Patti, you don't need 3 symbols. Don't you need 3 symbols of everything? Maybe not. I'm running out of room. Like that Eiffel Tower is big, and that's the smallest one I could find in a stamp. Hey, Marianne. See, I don't want to make those 4 in a row like that. That's what I'm looking at. That doesn't appeal to my eye. This one's kind of long. I might end up cutting this bad boy up a little bit into segments. I like the design of it. That's that favorite stamp of mine. And it's tribal, so that kind of fits with all the African kind of stuff I'm going to try to bring in. That's a good one, too. Too much light together. Oh, here's where you get yourself boxed in a corner. Something's crooked here. I think this guy threw me off, so I'm going to have to leave a gap in order to get this straight again. I think I'm going to put him right here. More gluing, less thinking, or I will never get this thing done. Too big. Too small. Let's see, what else we got over here? I don't want another white one right there. Joan, if you're going to throw yourself in the river, you should have come over and done the penguin plunge with my brother's charity thing. I mean, kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Throw yourself in the river for charity. Wounded warriors, even. Yep. I'm getting some really weird combinations of angles and stuff up here. What the heck? Put myself in a corner. Will that go there? Of course, that's the same as that one, and it fits perfect. You rascal. Let's see. No matter how many sizes and shapes you make, it always seems like you need the one that's just a skosh this way or that way from what you got. Oh, there we go. That one went in there pretty good between these two hard spots. Let's do that. What the heck? Hey, Betsy. So anyway, I started talking about the weather. We're supposed to have snow here that may accumulate next week, which is very odd since we've had nothing all friggin' winter. And now the clocks get set forward and we're heading to spring, and now we're going to get some snow. Everything's budded and some things are blooming because last week, of course, it was 80 degrees. Yeah, that's exactly what it's like, Jean. Like putting together a puzzle that is never going to fit. Never, never, never. Will that go there? That might go there. That might go there. I might just have to try to piece Arsenal, Togo. Do I want another little soccer ball in there somewhere? Will that fit? Give me a small one. Yep, too close to that one. Ah! Crapola. Oh, that fits right there. But then I'm going to have to put pieces in here. I don't want this to be 3 long, skinny ones in there, but I do like this one. Oh, let's see. What could I put in there? What's going to work? One of you. That'll go in there. All right, let's get some of this glued down. Oh, that is glued down. Okay. Watch, I'll forget where the hell I had them. Gonna need more glue out of here. I think I'm going to take one of these tiles that I stamped Togo on and paint it the colors of the flag of the country, because actually that's what's overlaid on the stamp. That's why there's a star in these lines. The actual image was colored with the green, red, and yellow, I think it is. Is that where I had that? Well, no, must have been this way. Is it this way? It is now. It is now, my friends. be a good one to put in there, and then I'll just have to force fit the rest. But I like this tile. This is some sticky glue. Actually, I'm going to glue this here too, so I don't get glue on the tiles trying to get between them. Oh, how smart are you? Is penny buffering for anyone else, or is it just me? Uh-oh. The dreaded buffer. I'm going to cut that square, or that's going to give me trouble. There we go. That's pretty good. Laurie, did you talk to your friend to see if she was interested in Maryland? I wonder I'm cold. I forgot to turn the heater on. My hands are frozen. Got that bad boy under my desk here and warm me up. Hey, Army Mom. Oh, that one will go right there. That's a good fit in that little crunched up area. That's too much glue. Hang on. Spread that around a little. Now, how did that fit a minute ago? And now it doesn't. There we go. Well, that doesn't fit as good as I thought it was going to. Let me get that out of there. Try to chop this little piece off. See where that goes. Does that go any better? Yeah, that's better. Thanks, Gayla. You know, I'm looking at it, and of course, it's not my palette, right? So, but I'm thinking, I don't know. Do I like it? I don't love it. I might like it. I might like it. I might not. But at this point, she is what she is. Do I want another arsenal there? Cold hands. Warm heart, right? Isn't that what they say? How did you make all those, Patty? Did you just imprint them into the clay? Yeah, these were, I rolled out the clay and impressed rubber stamps in it and then put pigments on top of it, paint in some instances, ink. This is a stamp. And put them together that way. I got a lot of videos out there on my YouTube channel where you can go back and see me actually make the tiles. Let's see. Let me get this. That one in there? Maybe. Yeah, Joan, I was watching somebody do a metal embossing. I don't remember who it was on YouTube a year or more ago, and I, of course, went out and bought all the stuff, and have never gotten around to do it. And so I'm anxious to do that too. Oops. Oops. Could make that go up there, but that's not quite big enough. Oops, I kicked out the arsenal. That's how you figure that out. How many siennas do I have on here? 1, 2. Will another one go there? I don't like that white right next to that white. Oh, I do have 3 on there. That's white, but it's got a lot of black on it. Maybe something. Let me get the ones out of the way that I know I can't use. Eiffel Towers, Arsenal, Sienna, all this crap can go up here. Soccer balls are out. Alright, this is what I got to work with over here. Oh, that little one. That's a cute little teeny weeny one. A little too teeny weeny. Oh, there you go. You'll help fill that gap. And I have some, I think I have some Finnabair silver micro beads. So I could use those. I need something squarish. Oh, look at you. Oh, rascal, you're going right there. So I'll get more glue down on this whole thing. Look at the glue boogers on my brush. I should just go get my other bottle of... Yeah, 10-second studio. That's probably where it was. But I think it was somebody else that was doing it too. And then I do know 10 seconds does it, but there was no idea who that was. But I'm sure I could find it. All right, that's too big. What do we got here? Oh, look at you sneaking in there. A little checkerboard. See, some of them fit just snug perfect in there. And some of them do not. Use that. Here's a circuit board one. I might put that in there, since he's got kind of a sales engineer background and a tech company, so that'll mean something somewhere. I'm going to separate these two and try to get maybe some of these in there. Will they go in or not? Oh, it's just shy. Hang on. Let me try to, there we go. Try to hack off a little teensy bit of that and make room for these to go in there. There we go. That's going to work. All right. Patty just messaged you. Do I not have pics and sound or chat? Can I have pics, sound, or chat? My flash player is having a lay. Huh? Just message you. Can I have pics and sound or chat? My flash player is having a lay in, I think. I You lost me. I can have Pix and Sound or oh, okay. I see what you're saying. You get one or the other with however you're watching. Okay. I dig. I'll find the message later when I get off of here. You know, it's only a matter of time till I crash one of your play dates. I guess you've come to terms with that. If I ever get normalized with my schedule, I just may do that. Oh, that one. That one's got a little. Throw that one right out. That one's got a little piece of the glaze that went over the edge, and it's making it crooked as well as that one. That's why I don't like these tiles particularly. It's completely missed the glaze. Let's try this one. This is tricky for somebody with large hands, as I have. All right, we're getting down to brass tacks, people. That one's out of the deal. Let's see. Too fat. You are just about right, my friend. I think you're going in there, but you're crooked as hell. Patty. Kayla. Oh, I can always count on you to bring me back to reality. This one's crooked as hell. Sometimes these little skinny ones, they're hard to keep straight when you're laying them on in their raw state on the sheet to bake. They can get away from you. Let's try that. Okay, sooner or later, I'm going to have to wash the boogers out of this brush. Try to get this gooped everywhere. These, I think I can, they're small but big enough that I think I can get, come on. Don't be lazy, just go find your other bottle of glue. All right. Thanks, Joan. Well, you know, if it's true, it's true. What are you going to do? All right, hang on. I got to get the boogers out of my brush, and I got to find my other bottle of glue because this is just getting stupid. Where might you be? A bottle of glue. It's funny because when I was reorganizing, I found it. And I thought, I'm going to put you here. So I know where you are. I wonder where the hell that was. Because now, and it's a really large, big bottle of Wellbond. Where the hell are you? On my cart. Ah, there you are. Look at that. Right in the adhesives department of my cart. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's the stuff. Okay, Lori. All right, let's see where we are. That would take up a big chunk, but that's not my favorite tile ever. That's kind of a cool one. Let me see if I can trim this bad boy up a little bit and convince him that he's going to go in there. Sometimes they don't want to listen. You got to be the boss of your tiles. And say, oh, yes, you will. Not yet. Thanks, Linda. Kathy, didn't you just go on a trip somewhere? Am I remembering that right? Oh, one more little schmutz off of there, and I think I gotcha. I think I gotcha. Or not. What the hell is the problem here? Oh, I see. It's that teeny little. If I go this way. Oh, see, there you go. That's another little trick to remember to do, is if they don't fit one way. Yeah, it's good stuff, Laurie. Good glue. Flip it around and see if you can get it to fit the other way, because they're not. I'm not a machine, people. I can't cut these perfect rectangles and squares. So any little eeny weeny teeny beeny bit that you're off, when you get down to this part of the game anyway, you are kind of screwed, to be honest. All right, let me wait. Dry my brush off. Get most of the water out of it. Oh, just a brief getaway. Okay. It's a cult. Yeah, I try to get everybody to drink the Kool-Aid when they first get there. Ugh. So far, it's worked. Some people are easier than others. I don't want to mention any names. You can probably guess. All right, how the hell does this open? Push to close, pull to open. I can do that. Oh, this is the one I remember. This was like, I need to get Dave to go get a tool to squeeze this stuff out of here. Lordy. And I am not too weak, usually. Friggin' hell. Let's just do it the old-fashioned way. And not if the lid looks like it would be good. Not so good. Oh, look at that big old blobberoo right there. Get that off of the lid, because I will permanently tape the lid on, or glue the lid on rather. Okay. Now, where was I? Where's my tile that fit perfectly in there? Crap. Well, now that's disturbing. I had that one cut right. Is it on the top? Oh, there it is. Okay, here we go. The flip it over lesson. Let's try that. That's not the right way to flip it. There we go. I'm back. Temporary loss of sensibilities there. There we go. Get in there. And over here. Now it's too hot. Hot flash time. All right. Now I need a little stick to go in there. And I think one of these silver ones, I could go in there too. Look at you. Hang on. At this point, you got to take your opportunities where they lie and stuff it in there if you find a place that'll fit one perfectly like that. Well, I say perfectly as I'm trimming it, but you know what I mean. Good enough. There we go. That it's well bond. Steel tough. It is steel tough. It bonds well. Well bond. Weld bond. Will you fit in there one way or the other? Maybe. Let's try convincing this one. Oh. That might have busted off too much. Oh no, maybe not. Sorry about talking with the brush in my mouth again, but that's just how it works. Do a little bit of that beveling and get that side edge trimmed under. Because now we're pretty tight in here. There we go. That's good. There we go. All right, let's see. This one here, I should be able to find something to put in there. And it might be silver again, but it's not too bad. It's just a little skosh too wide. That or, oh, well, these black, no, these are too big. I can tell that. Too big, too big. Will that fit in there? Too big. So I'm down to, the glass tiles are out of the question at this point. Got a little sliver here, here, and here. I should, and maybe even here I could put a little skin something right there. That's gonna go right there. That's what's gonna happen. Oops. Flew into the glue, colored side down. Okay. Yep, that's where you're going, buddy. For eternity. Here's your new little home, my friend. Does anybody else talk to their tiles? I think I have issues. What the hell? I could do. Keeps me off the street. Yeah. What are you gonna do? All right. Let's see. Oh, that's silver already. Well, I could extend the silver maybe, but let's try to. Will you go in there? Just a little too thick. Oh, this black and white stripe one. That's kind of nice. Too fat. I kind of like you in there, buddy, but that's a little too skinny. Too fat. Story of my life. Oh, what's this? What's this little gem? Not that little of a gem, actually. Oh, I might be able to make you go in there, buddy. We'll come back to you. I got to turn this around here so I can see better. I think I can make that work. Let's see. Where do I have to cut you? Cut you right there. I'm going to keep that little piece because you never know. The teeniest, tiniest little pieces can come in really handy sometimes. One more hair. There you go. All right, sorry I haven't been looking at the chat for a minute or two here, guys, trying to fit these little rascals in here. Would two of those super skinny side by side work in that other spot? Maybe. Oh, good to know, Orla. I'm not alone with talking to myself. Oh, thanks, Joan. It's getting there little by little. too big, too big. Oh, this one I was going to work on, right? Let's try this. What is wrong with this one that it won't fit? So I'm off of both dimensions. Shape some that way. Bevel a little bit on both sides. Ha! Ha! I win. Oh, I'm talking about that picture of Mojo. Poor Mojo. God bless him. And Babe jumping up. She does that to him all the time. Whenever the least little noise happens, she dives on top of him. She's about 88 pounds. Or if she wants the seat next to Dave and Mojo's taking up too much room next to Dave, she'll do the same kind of thing. She'll just get. Well, I have a picture of her actually climbed up over top of Mojo and literally sat on his head and just looked around like, anybody seen Mojo? I have not seen my brother. Anybody seen him? He just lays there, patient as ever. God bless him. That's going to be a problem right there. Ooh, maybe not. Oh, no. I need to take a stick and cut it down. It's even like little teeny bits like this come in handy at this part. Crooked as hell, though. Very crooked. And this is going to be delicate to try to cut up, so I might be barking up the wrong tree here with this rascal. Trying to square it up as much as I can. Must have had a little glass of wine while I was doing that one. Do you go in there? Let's see. Not quite. How about in there? Oh, I think I can get you in there. Oh no, it's still too big right there. Oh, right there. There you go. That's where you're going. Just, oh shit, I broke it. Oh well. Or not. Oh, I got this. Hang on. This little sliver. Still too big. We might be down to grout holes now, people. Let's see. Oh, that got crooked. Oh, shoot. That's not good. Let's try. Let's see. Hey, Kate. How's that pretty baby? She's such a cute little thing. I love her big eyes. Oh, I wanted to show you guys. Oh, Chelsea sent me this picture the other day. This little rascal is getting so daggone cute. Look at my baby. Mr. Adorable. Focus. Not going to focus, are you? So he'll be blurry. Look at those chubby legs. Ah, rats, I can't get it to focus. Oh well, let's try it again. Yeah, I see it now on the screen. He's all blurry. It didn't focus. It's hard to get that glass, shiny glass screen and the lights and all to cooperate enough. But you get the gist. Take my word for it. He's cute. Oh. That's still going to be too wide. Thanks, Kate. Yeah, that was a hard go last year, but he's here and all is good this year. Oh, that might go in there. Can I make it? I might just be able to get... Oh, hello, where'd you go? Might be able to make it work. Ah. Shoot. No, only as far as this one goes. I'm going to be able to do it. I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't do it. I better take it out before I hose it up. Let's try that. That'll take up that little piece there at least. Oh, this might go over here. A little teeny bit. Yep, I can make that work. Let's see. Oh, that's nice, Laurie. Yep, she really appreciated that. It was very thoughtful of you. She said to me a lot of, not a lot, but I guess 3 or 4 girls at work um, sent Chelsea stuff that don't even know Chelsea because of me and the stories and, you know, all that stuff that she's been through. And they've sent her some really nice stuff. And she always said, "You got the nicest friends, Aunt Patty." They don't even know me. That's so nice. But that's right, Chelsea. They're all nice because I weed out the idiots. Weed them bad boys out of there. Oh, that would have been nice if that little pencil would have fit in there. Can I make you fit? CB! Nope, still not going to fit. That's too big. Oh, what about this one? Oh, no, I already tried that, didn't I? I already tried that. Mm-hmm. You know what? You'll go in there, and I'm going to let you go right in there. How about that? I'm going to let it happen. Even though it's next to a silver, that's still alright. It's okay. Alright, we're going to be sneaking up on the micro beads here soon, I think. Oh, oops, some of the foil came off on the glue. Crap. Yep, she knows that, Laurie. Good attracts good, that's for sure. My brother pounded that in their heads when they were babies. Oh, that would have been good right in there, and it broke. You rascal. Well, perhaps one of these. That's too thick. That's too thick. Whoa, that's way too thick. Maybe this. Can I convince you to go in there? my little... Oh, wait a minute. What the hell am I doing? I got these glass tiles. Ah! Dumbass. Hello? Well, that was silly. I could have used these in a couple places and put that solid pop of black in there, but no. See, here's where I can use these to get that little sharp edge off of there. I really need a longer one. I guess I'm going to have to piece fit this. That's all right. I'll figure it out. Uh-oh. Not going to go? Really? Oh, that, see, it goes that way. Turn it around and it drops right in. All right, I got to try to cut one of these down. Oh, Gayla, Gayla, Gayla. Oh, that's too thick. Apparently, these aren't all the same size. I had to find a skinny one. You? Yep, that's the one. That's the ticket right there. Now, how do I cut that rascal? All right. These are back from my glass art days. Okay, can I fit you in there? Which one of you are supposed to be the good end? Neither, apparently. Do I have any more in there? Oh, Lord, yes. Oh, and an Allen wrench. That's to tighten that up, I guess. Hang on. Look at all these little gems that came out of there. The edges from previous attempts. It's like another hair. I close my eyes every time I squeeze that. Should anything go crazy on me. Sheesh. Telling you. Let's try that. Hey, Janet. Oh, thank you. Getting a little, we're down to brass tacks now. Just try, there we go. Now we're talking. I wish I'd have found those sooner so I could stuck a little piece in here and there. Got a glue booger on my thumb that's sticking to everything. If these don't, that might work actually. It's a little teeny tiny. Oh, that's that. Okay. Try this. Get it lined up and then close my eyes just as I squeeze it. Where's I going to put that? Right here? Are you going to? Oh, it's still sharp. I can't do that. There we go. That might have done it. Well, let's put glue on it just in case it goes in right. Maybe I can brute force it in there. There we go. That's just a little hole in there, but that's all right. Let's see. I maybe can get one in here. Yep, that'll go in there, but I need a longer one. So, get out of there. Come on. Always working against me. Hey, Ange. Need a skinny one. That'll work. You will work, but I must cut you. Right about there. Oop, not quite enough. This one's wrestling me. Come on. Work with my... Oh, still just the tiniest. Little skosh. Let me try that. Oh, mercy. Mercy, mercy. I need my, what do they call it, rosers? Where you can chip and chip and chip just a little bit of glass off. I'm pretty sure that's going to go in there now, but let's try it. There we go. Now can I get it out to glue it? Sheesh. Yep, wrong way. There we go. Lousy, lousy, lousy. I had a real skinny piece. Will that go in there? No, that's too big. That'll take up part of that. Oh, wait a minute. Here's a little cut piece. Will that go in there? In a minute, I betcha. Oops, look at all these pieces of glass. Put them up here. I'll recover those later. Oh, yeah. Okay. Another little skosh. Oh, babe's yapping about something. Can you hear her? That dog literally will talk to you. All right. Right there, I should be able to get something in there. Something. Somehow. I'll go in there and take up that one edge. All right. Oh, where did it fly to? There we go. I'm just trying to take up the littlest bit of room. I can grout it, but I don't want big hunks of grout. Like that's groutable, I guess. That'll be all right. They're all too big. They're pretty skinny. Okay. I have one more look to see. Oh, maybe I can get something in there. Oh. I just put the wrong end of the damn brush in my mouth. Why aren't you people paying more attention to me? Save me from myself. Good Lord. Oh well, what are you going to do? Getting this baby down to a sliver. Oh yeah, you'll work. You're going in there, buddy. May as well just get used to it. Ouch. That's where you were going. Uh-oh. There you go. Okay. Now. I want to say I love it, but I can't say I love it. It's okay. I got papers. I gotta do the inside, cover the inside of this with papers and paint everything else. Do I want to beat it now and let that set up while I work on the other? I think that's what I'll do. Okay. Ah, crap. It's a shame to waste all that glue. But it's a cost of doing business. All right, let's get some of these trays out of my way here. All right. A little elbow room. Get rid of most of this mess. All those little shavings of clay from where I trimmed off the tiles to get them squared up a little better. All right, now I need some glossy accents. I wonder where I put you. This reorg, I'm telling you, tricky. Because you're not where you used to be. Glossy accents, where could you be? Oh. All right, I'm thinking. Here's my multi-mediums. I thought I had it with that. And I don't. Okay, so let's see if I have it in my bin for my polymer clay tile tools. Nope. Nope. And no. Now, where in the heck? Oh, jeez. This is really crazy because I have several bottles of it. I can't do it without that. Oh, wait a minute. Did I put it in here? Ha! Telling you, this reorganization will kill you. I had this with this. That's pretty empty though. All right, now I need my metal tray to work over so I can catch my excess beads. And I think I threw that out because it was all buggered up. But my husband usually has a bunch of those from Costco for when we cook and take stuff. Here we go. His long arms put them up here now. That's a little tricky for my reach. I guess mine are long, but his are extra long. So like to do it over one of these. And now let me find beads. Wonder where I put those bad boys. Sea beads. Nope. Beads. Oh, they're in my Polymer clay box because that's the only time I use those micro beads is when I'm doing tiles. There you are. All right, sorry guys. Just what happens. I reordered and haven't been down here long enough to learn where the hell I put everything. So I think I'm going to go. This is dangerous. Let me get this out of the way. Look at the static electricity in those. You see them stuck to the... It's like a snow globe. Hey, bunny. These are the art ingredients by Finnabair. And they are silver. And I think that's the way I'm going to go. And here's black. Now, and I have a red. Wonder if I should... That might be too Christmas red against this. Yeah. I think I'm going to vote you out before I make a mistake here. And I think that would be the only appropriate choices. Oh, here's... What's this? What's this? What's this? What's this? These are silver. And these are even smaller. They're a little different color silver. These are brighter and shinier. I don't know if you can see the difference in those colors or not. This one looks a little bit like a skosh of champagne in there. Where this one's more... I don't know. Maybe I'll try this one. They're a little lively, though. I'm not sure if that static's going to cause me some trouble. We'll give it a go. See what happens. So I'm going to take Glossy Accents, right, by Ranger. Everybody knows what that is. If you blow lightly a bottle and then shake it up, it will get rid of the static. Really? Let's give it a try. Or we'll inhale the beads. Still staticky. Not as much, maybe. Is it the moisture? Actually, that's really working. There's only a few of them going crazy. It must be the moisture. Hey, Sandy. Sandy, in my experience, using polymer clay, I have a lot easier time of getting the tiles flat. I mean, you don't have a pasta. I don't use a pasta roller because it makes them, I think, too thin, even on the biggest setting, for tiles that you're going to impress stamps into. Because see the deep impression that happens there. If it's much thinner, that impression is gonna go right through the tile, and it won't be very stable. It'll just be real flimsy. The air dry tiles, Jean had some luck with getting them flat, but mine, almost all of them curled up. Now, I don't know if that's a difference in humidity in the workspaces or what exactly that deal was, but crap, hang on, clogged up. Polymer clay ones, usually they say the way you put them in the oven is how they're coming out. And mostly that's true, I think. There we go. Thank you, Tim Holtz, for another clever little tool. All right, now I'm just going to go in. Yeah, that worked great, Fancy. Thanks. I'm going to go into all these little spots. Like, see this gap in here? And here's a little teeny tiny intersection of a gap. Over here, it's a larger one underneath this silver tile. It's silver underneath because I painted the box lid, remember? And like down this whole tribal guy here, that's a gap all in there. And I mean, if you didn't know that it should be grouted, or I think it should be grouted, I guess you wouldn't know, but crap, I'm going to do it anyway. So I take the glossy accents and I squeeze it in these little open troughs. I try to get it up even with the tile height. Try not to get it on the other tiles. And I'm going to go back and look at these again because sometimes this will settle. Gravity will let it kind of smooth out. And the little bits and pieces that you don't see where there's hollows and where I bevel cut stuff, it'll settle and follow the, you know, the height of it will be dropped a little bit from where I originally put it in, if that makes sense. And you got to be careful because some tiles are thicker than others, which I like. See the profile of that? It's not flat. It's got texture. Some are thicker, some are thinner, right? So when you put this in, it might have a thick one next to a thin one. So you don't want it to over, you know, to put it up high enough to get to the thick one and it's going to roll over and cover the thin one. But you know what I'm going to use on this? That when I varnish this, I love that varnish that Dee Dee recommended when she did her books where she painted the covers of her books that look like leather. That is it, Ceramcoat, Delta Ceramcoat. I did that on that purple teal box, the last box that I did, and I really liked it. Some of these holes are tricky. I'll do it, and I'll go back and flip it around the other way and think, oh, how did I miss that? They're very elusive sometimes. Little teeny bit in there. It just makes it more tight and cohesive, I think, if you fill up those little gaps. I guess I'm sure there are some people who take their time enough and are more precision artists to make sure everything is completely squared up and all that, but that would probably take me a month to do a project, and I'm not going to do it that quick, that precise. I had one of those nozzles on it, one of these Gene, and it totally clogged. Actually, I had two of them so far, and they clogged up, and they're in the drawer but not usable. This gets in most places. If it's smaller than this tip, it probably doesn't need any beads. That's how I look at it. That's my justification in my little head. All right, let's see. A little bit right there. Missed that spot. Got those. That one's settled already. Put a little bit more in there. I'm going to put just a little bit right in there. He's kind of cut at an angle this way. This one down here, it's not exactly square. I knew I was going to have to grout around him, but I wanted him in there for the African roots of this piece of this history that's in here. I wanted the tribal guys in there. There's a little bit I could do right there. See, that one sunk down already. I'm going to put a little bit more in there. And that one's a little concave. There's some little tiny gaps in between here, but they're not big enough even for the micro beads. It's just, they're a little wonky, but they're just going to have to live wonky. There's a little spot I could do right there. All right. So now you can maybe see underneath that silver tile, that little well of the glossy accents in there. And next to this tribal guy down here, it looks kind of blue on screen. That's the wet glossy accents, which will dry perfectly clear. So, put this away and bring in my little pan here. And I usually work over a pan. Thank you for that tip. That really worked. And these are the ones I wanted to use. So, winner, winner, chicken dinner. So now I try to, oops, hello. Sit this on here kind of cockeyed. And just kind of take one of these pans and try to drizzle them as close as I can get to the little, of course they're going to go all over the place, and that's just the nature of these little rascals. These are tiny, and the other ones were even tinier. Ugh. See, already this one down here has sunken in below. I wonder where that glue goes sometimes. Yeah, I really like it. I really like it, Kathy. Oh, thanks, Joan. All right. Let's see. Try to turn this so I can use my right-handedness to my advantage. And you could pour them right on. It's just, I think it's a little more controlled with this little bead tray. It's down to a point like that. Tiny bit more precision, but it's kind of a crapshoot, to be honest. They just kind of go everywhere. And I'll go back with a little brush and try to brush them off the places I don't want them. Oop, spilled them. And then I work over this pan because when I'm done, then I'll try to recover as many of these as I can back into the jar. These are nice and shiny. I like these. This is the first time I've used them. I've been using them. I always get the ones from OOAK, One of a Kind Art Emporium. Oops, don't need that many to spill out. One of a Kind Art Emporium. And if you go to the micro bead section, she's got a ton of them, a ton of colors. Many are represented here. Actually, let me show you this. There it is. Really great customer service. They send you little samples of stuff when you buy from them. But they have a ton of, and these, I like the metallic ones. They have glass ones. They have different kinds. I personally like the metal ones. And I'm a glass person. I'm a glass lover. Used to be a glass artist and do lamp work, jewelry, and all that stuff. But I don't like how the glass microbeads work for this application. They're transparent and I don't know, it just doesn't feel right. Doesn't feel right when you can look through the grout. The grout should fill in, not be transparent. In my little eyes, that's what I think. And then you kind of just let it sit for a minute. And I saw something. What did I see? I looked away. I was going to add more glue. I saw a little spot. Oh, right there. Right there, a little teeny tiny bit. I'm going to put that on and hope it doesn't soak in, shrink up too much. All right. Sometimes I'll go back and tap lightly where I laid it so I get them to stick to the glue a little teeny bit if they're not adhering just right. All right, and then what are you using this ram coat for? I'm gonna seal all the tiles. I'm gonna coat the tiles with them to varnish the tiles. Yeah, and you gotta watch because some of these powders, as you put that wet medium on it, some of this will want to come up. They'll not enough to make it all black tile again. It won't take it all off. You just got to be mindful. But then before I go there and then put varnish on here, I wipe off my brush because you might have some of this reddish pigment in your brush and and then you're going to have a pink tile over the white one. So you just have to be mindful of that. All right, and now dump the extras in there, and then I'll take a little, well, I don't see where I need a little brush. Huh, I think they all kind of bounced off of there pretty good. So now you can come back and see the little micro beads in there in front of my finger where they laid in that little track, that L-shaped track there, and filled that in. Just this tiny little dot here at this intersection was open, and I filled them there, here, all the way down the side of this guy. Oops, see that little hole up there by his shoulder? No. We must fix. That's the glue sinking. So I'm going to put a little teeny tiny piece of glue in there, little droplet of glue in there. And I'm going to pick up some of the beads out of here. And put some on top of that again. Whoop. Put a lot of those on top of there again. There we go. Plugged up that hole. So see, it's a little more even now. But see how that just fills in that little bit of gap? A little gap over here next to the Eiffel Tower one and the tribal guy. Down by his legs with the M looking design there. It's not going to focus. But anyway, you get the idea. Right here, this one kind of was a zigzag on top of that, below the silver mirror one. And on top of that black and white one. There you go. See, so that, thanks, Lynn. I hope so. So now I just take, I don't know how I get crap in there. Pick up as many of these as I can. Put them back in the jar. And I can't get them all this way. So whatever. When I get down to a little bit, I'll try to get them in the bottle. I'll do that over the trash can because, yeah, most of them are going everywhere. So there you go. So I like that. I like how that worked. Okay, so here's where we landed with the box so far. See that little shimmer? This is a glass tile. These are ceramic tiles with a glaze on them, as are these solid white and black here. The rest of them I've made out of polymer clay. And I got, for those of you just new to this project, this is for one of my old bosses who was an executive at our company and he's leaving. And he's also a dear friend of mine. And he has a really interesting background. He was born in Togo, Africa, which is why I had a stamp made with the map of Togo on here, right? His mother was French, and then he went to school as a teenager. He moved to Paris with her, went to school in France, right? Here's our company logo I have in here. He's a soccer fan, so I got a couple of little soccer ball tiles. You know, here's a little soccer ball, here's a soccer ball. And his favorite team is Arsenal, so I had an Arsenal stamp made and made those tiles. I got these tribal guys in here because he comes from a tribe in Togo. And I have the pencils in here and some circuit boardy looking tiles. So he was a sales engineer to start with. He's our chief operating officer right now. So I tried to incorporate, that kind of stuff that would mean something to him. So anyway, that's that. I also cannot wait till I see how I finish at Gala because I got no idea what I'm going to do. I put these little 3/8 black and white, these are glass around the border. I really like a checkered border. Some of my boxes I've done where I've painted this black and white on the side, but I think that's too much with this border here. So I might go solid black, but see, here's what I'm up against. I got crap everywhere for this project. Oh, my secret stack of pictographs I'm working on. Get some of this out of here. Here's the bottom of the box. I'm going to set this someplace safe. I'm going to move this out of range of my klutziness. That I don't want to have to do again. So here's the bottom of the box. This is called a document box. It's just an unfinished wooden box from Michaels. It's one of those art mines back in their unfinished wood section. Why won't you focus? Anyway, it's called a document box because it's big enough to hold a flat 8.5 by 11 piece of paper in there. Flat. And it's got this on it, but that's going to go. I've tried using them in the past and they become a pain in the ass, I'm telling you. It's better just to say goodbye from the get-go. And the gesso I'm going to paint on here will fill these holes. See, they're just, it's cheap and flimsy, and I don't like it. And this, I need to take off of there. A little undo to undo that. If you guys don't know what this is, you need to have some of this stuff. Undo. It's perfect for this. It's got a little scraper built in the top. Right, just take the lid off. Tilt it and let a couple drops run down on there. And then I try to not let more run out. I try to change the angle so I don't get too much on there. And let it run under the label. And it takes it pretty much right off of there. I got this from the Queen's Ink. I don't know what's in there. It smells like a solvent of some sort, but it takes it right off of there. Whew. And you might get a little buzz by smelling it. I don't know. All right. I'm going to move some of this stuff out of my way. I don't care how big my space is. I always need more room, it seems. How is that possible? I'm a spreader outer. No doubt about that. I cannot work in a tight space. You may as well shoot me. Oops, here's some of my little secret pictographs I'm working on. Fell down. Oh. All right, let's get rid of... Lordy. This is quite a mess doing this. All right, so now I need gesso. I thought I had, oh, it is out here. Okay. If you guys ever need a stamp made of something, like an individual one, that's how these stamps came out with the Togo Arsenal and the Sienna logo. I got them on Etsy. Something like stamp outline stamp. If anybody's interested, let me know. Hit Facebook me or something. I'll give you the link to her. And they're not all that expensive for, if you're really... I had one made for Chelsea and Pete when we did their wedding. invitations, not their invitations, the tags we put on with their favors. And it had a C and a P and then an anchor behind it. I had this lady make one of those. It's a really nice crisp stamp. So what we're going to do now, it's not going to be a very fun process to watch, but if you're here, you're going to have to suck it up because this is what I got to do next. I'm going to get my water. Hang on, I'm going to get rid of this water and get some fresh water. All right. I like to use this brush to gesso big pieces. It's a Princeton, just a bristle brush. I get these at Queen's Ink too. She has some really unusual. I even got bigger ones that she had over there. I like them. Did you guys know that the Queen's Ink now has a website and will ship their goodies? So those of you who are out of range from the Queen's Ink, can now participate with all the goodies. So I'm gonna gesso this to seal it. Thinking out loud, do I want to gesso it black right from the get-go? I need to decide how I'm going to paint the sides. And I think I might, with this box, just put a little bit of black down here and use like a glazing medium with the paints and let it feather up into a silver, maybe the ultra metallic silver. I'm feeling it right now. I usually do sand it first, Gayla. But when you put the gesso on it, you got to go back and sand it because that moisture lifts those little hairs up. I'm going to hit here because this is where those staples were. There's a tiniest little bump right there. I just use this. There we go. I just use a sanding block. But that's why this one's actually pretty smooth. I feel them up in the store. There's one with it's real splintery. That's just more work, and I'll try to grab another one. But the gesso is going to raise up the grain in this, and I'm going to have to go back and hit it again. So I'm not too fussy with it at this stage. So I'm going to paint, let's see. I'm going to line this with paper inside and up the sides, as well as the lid, the flat part of the lid and the little edges. And I bought some scrapbook papers to do that. But I think I'm going to put gesso down here first. I always do, so I'm just going to do it. I'm going to do it. This is just Golden's white gesso. I ran out of my Liquitex, or I would be using that. Only because it's cheaper and I'll use a lot of it. And it's a little more liquidy. This is thicker. So it takes a little more pouncing to get it on there, but it's all good. And that's not a negative. That's a positive for different applications for sure. It's good stuff. But I want to make sure I get in all these corners real good because the paper may or may not fit exactly in there because you can measure this. You know, once you measure this side, you can assume it's this side is the same size and not always. Is that true? Learned that the hard way in all those many cigar boxes I've made, and even these. These are pretty close. But sometimes, my point was, make sure you get down in these creases where the sides meet, because you may end up with a teeny tiny bit of a gap in there, and at least it's something either black or white showing through and not just the raw wood, and it looks more finished, I think. That's what I was trying to get to. Yep, got a hair on there. Don't want a hair. In my paint, after you sand it, use a Swiffer cloth to remove the dust from the wood grain before gessoing. Yep, that's a good idea. I just brush mine off or blow it off. It usually isn't a whole lot that you have to sand. But like similar to what you'd use as a tack cloth if you were really, finishing wood or whatever. Get that stickiness to pull all that stuff off of the wood before you put paint on it. All right, I'm going to do the sides. Isn't this exciting? Mm-hmm. Hey, Sandy. This is riveting. If you're on YouTube, you would be wise to fast forward a few minutes on this one. Just drag that little bar on the bottom over. Drag it to the right. Go into the future. This is not an exciting process, but it is necessary. So I want to do it before I paint the sides with the pretty paint. That's why I'm doing the inside now, because I don't want to slop gesso all over what I hope will end up being a finished product after I get it on there. What I'm wondering is, on the sides of the box, you guys might have an opinion or no. I'm thinking I should gesso this outside black and then put the black and silver paint on it. I think the silver paint will pop more and not be as translucent looking where the silver fades up here against the white. Do you think? That's what I'm thinking. What grit do I use? Hell, I'm not picky. I just use one of these little cheap blocks. Actually, I think my nail tech gave me that, which I haven't seen for a while, as you can tell. Who I haven't seen for a while. Pardon my quasi-English. You're amused by the paint and the brushes. So easily entertained you people are. God bless you. It's more about the fun of the chat than watching me paint. I understand that. Oop. Got my brush wedged in there. And this doesn't have to be perfect. This is all going to be covered. I just want to try to get an even coat on here, but it's all going to be covered in paper. Just feathering out where it got a little bit thicker in the crease there. Don't like clumps. All right, and now I think, why don't you create some tribal painted paper to line the inside? Well, actually that would have been a good idea, but I got some scrapbook papers that were kind of for this theme. My pictographs would have been cool in there, huh? So these are some of the ones I came up with. Thanks for bringing that to everybody's attention, Gayla. For those who may have missed it, Patti got wedged into the box she was painting. So, I got this one of the Eiffel Tower. Of course, like this much would fit in the box. And I don't know about that little bit of that text showing there, how I feel about that. Or I guess I could take it from here and use this corner and then overlay I don't know. And then I got this one, just Paris, Paris, Paris. But it's got the reds on it, right? To kind of bring out the reddish colors in those few tiles that are in there. Patti, who makes these papers? Oh, let's see. I got these at scrapbook.com. This one is paperhouseblog.com. It's by Paperhouse. But I got them on scrapbook.com. It's just called Discover France is the collection name. This one is Travelogue Paris by Reminisce. Reminisce is the brand name of this one. Oh, there's a map on the back of Paris. Oh. Well, that's interesting. That's a little more manly, isn't it? That's a little busy. Then I got this one just because, well, apparently I got two of those for whatever reason I thought was good. But this I could use, right, and cut it this way and have these Paris postage stamps, the Eiffel Tower. I don't know what that is, but apparently it's something significant. And that's kind of cool with the text in the background. So maybe I'd put this on the inside bottom of this box. Right? That's the same one. This is really sturdy. This is, you know what? It doesn't say, there's just a number down here. That's weird. Hello. Focus. There you go, 14180. Maybe you could search scrapbook.com and just put in that Paris 14180. But and it's heavy paper. This is real heavy paper, but it's one-sided. And then I got this one. Thought that was kind of cool, where I could use, this bit to put in the bottom of this box, try to get the flag in there. Right? And that kind of works with the colors of the tiles. Right? So I'm thinking that might be the way to go. And then I just got this one just because it was the Eiffel Tower. But see, this is 12 inches. So I'd have to cut off some of the Eiffel Tower here. That wouldn't be good. And this one I saw, it just had Africa all over it. And I thought maybe I'd line the inside of the lid with that. Maybe this one on the bottom of the box. I don't like that color together. This color I think would go better inside. But the color of the tiles is more for this. Or do I leave off the Africa one and put this in the lid and this in the bottom? So many decisions to be made. And then I just got this little soccer ball one, thinking I could use this to cut off strips and line the edges. So maybe have this on the bottom, right? And this would be like the edge going around the box. I don't know. That might look too cheesy. Not sure yet about that. But anyway, that's what I have to work with for the inside. So I think I'm gonna do the outside black because I'm gonna paint it. I think I'm gonna paint it black. I'm talking myself into that. I gotta find my black gesso. Where are you? I love black gesso. It's so black-like. Ah, right in my face. There we go. Golden. Oh, wait, is that? gessos and ground. Okay, it is black gesso. But what kind of ground is that? And then I'm thinking for paints. Where the hell is my silver? Isn't it? I'm telling you. Oh, there it is. Whew. All right. Don't be doing that to me. Now, I've never used the Ultra Metallics with the glazing medium, and I do have their medium, but I've never used that yet either. Leslie sent me some of that. But what I'm going to do, tell you what I'm going to do. Oh, mercy. Oh, there it is. There's my Delta Ceram coat I'm going to glaze the tiles with. I'm going to use my golden carbon black, my vivid ultrametallic silver. Now, trying to find the glazing medium. There we go. Acrylic glazing medium. There we go. Okay. Sheesh. All right, I need another little gesso brush. Pardon my shoulder. I'm just going to get a dry one instead of washing and drying out the other one. And I'm just going to gesso the bottom of this black as well as the sides. I'm going to take off the lid here so I know. All right, more exciting. This is black gesso. Woohoo! And this will take a couple coats. And as I finish this up, like when I'm working on this and I'm lining the boxes with the paper and handling it and flipping it in and out, little things are going to happen that I'm going to have to go back and touch this up. So I'm expecting to have to put a second coat of black gesso, at least on the bottom of this. The sides will be painted. Hopefully I won't hose those up too bad. But in all my previous boxes, I have put little embellishments on the sides, but I don't have any really that are appropriate. I was thinking about making another, or maybe I can use one of the tiles I have, of the Togo tiles, and actually painting in the colors of the flag for one of the embellishments. And I think I have keys. I put metal keys on everything, but I think a key is kind of universal. I think I could on one side put a key or some kind of a keyhole thing. And I have a lot of steampunky masculine stuff. It's a lot easier to make a box for a lady, let me tell you. But I did one for my other boss that retired a couple of years ago. And pulled that off anyway. Hey, Beth. Patty, when are you giving him the box? His last day is the 21st, so if not then, maybe when I finish it. I'm not sure. very emotional him leaving. He's really a leader and loved by every level of person employed from the CEO down. He's just an awesome human being. So, oops, there we go. Good thing I got a pink shirt on. Got it all over my arm. Yeah, I like to wear my products. I hope this isn't a mistake painting this black, but I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be a good call. And see, I got that overage on the corners there. Get that off. Oops, I forgot a side. Hello. Oh, rats. Now I got this brush in my mouth. Pick this up. Oh, crap. Look at those damn beads stuck to the edge of my box that got on my paper. See what I mean? You rascal. Let's do that for now. Sweet Moses. Alright, I'm going to hit this bad boy with a heat gun. And I'm going to learn from my last box I made. When I painted it up the sides, I did that peel. Hello. I did that teal purple gradient. And if you guys watched me do boxes before, I kind of like do a gradient where the paint blends in the middle. It might be purple and it might be turquoise on the top, but it blends to another shade in the middle. I did that, but I brought the bottom color, the color from that I'm putting on the bottom edge of the box towards the top. I made that too wide. And when I had the cobalt teal blending with the purple, shocker, I know those colors shock you. When you put the lid on it, you don't see enough of the teal. You just see a little bit of where it blended. I'm trying to picture what journal page that was, Beth. That must have been an old video because I don't do too many. I want to get back to doing that, though, because I can't do something that's going to end up on a wall. Our house is not that big. I'm running out of walls. And, you know, I don't really sell much stuff. And what are you going to do with things that are finished projects where I could, you know, just have some play with my journal? So I'm actually getting into watercolors. I got another, actually, when I do a video next that's going to have, I'm going to play with watercolors when I get to that. Again, I invited Chandra. She's the owner of the Etsy shop called Artistic Cat. Cat is K-A-T-T. And she is the lovely lady that sells Daniel Smith half pans that she hand fills. And I got my second order from her, and I put together this palette last night. Yummy! But these are just my picks. This isn't like a normal palette you'd see with the correct mixing colors and all that. I just kind of go my own way and made my little, I'm going to get Dave to laminate this for me. But anyway, I invited her to join one of our streams because so many people are getting into watercolors, and I wanted you guys to meet her. And that's the way to go. Everybody says, oh, it's cheaper to buy the tubes. It is. If you're somebody that's going to watercolor heat gun, you know, a lot, or for a business, or for your, you know, if that's all you do and you know you're going to reuse the colors, her site is a great way to try out colors before you might want to go buy tubes. But the little bit that I use it for and how I use it, I'm just you know, going to order another refill of Unless it's a color I'm really burning through, like ultramarine turquoise and phthalo turquoise. Yummy. I may buy tubes of those. But she's, you know, the tubes are very reasonable. Her shipping's great. She sends you when you get your packages together. She sends you little dot cards that she has of the colors. So with my last order, I got these two attached so you can try new colors, which I thought was a real nice touch. And she also sells, if you do classes with particular watercolor artists, and I can't off the top of my head tell you who one of those might be, because that's how my mind doesn't work anymore. But she sells sets of half pans for that class. So if you're, you know, taking Mary Jo's watercolor class and this is the palette she wants you to buy, if you don't have any watercolors and you want to make that investment, she sells sets for those, you know, already made for those classes. Does that make sense? Am I saying it right? But anyway, check her out. It's Artistic Cat, K-A-T-T, on Etsy. See, that looks crappy inside, but it's not done yet. I'm going to wait to the edges because I'm going to have it standing on its edges a lot. So I'm not going to paint this edge of the box yet. I just want this first coat to dry. Why is that not looking like it's drying? It looks like it's wet right there. I don't know how it could be. This furnace flamethrower I'm using. All right. And we're going to call that good enough. And I'm going to feel around here. Now, see, this has a roughness to it now that it didn't have before because it pulled that tooth up. So I might have to do another coat of this. Or not. Maybe it won't. I don't know. We'll see. I just want it smooth to the touch. Ah, well, there it is. Some of the color is going to come off, but I don't really care because I'm going to paint black over top of that. A little bit more. Oh, thanks, Gayla. Yep, that's her shop. But anyway, I think she's going to, she said she'd like to join one of my streams when I'm playing with the watercolors, in case anybody's got questions about what she does or colors or any of that stuff, that she'll get on and chat with us. I thought that would be fun. I know I'm going to put a second coat on the bottom, so I don't care if any color comes up. I just want it to feel like a baby's hiney, and it does. Not right there. That would not be a nice baby's hiney right there. That's good. Okay. Now, get that out of my way. Got a little mess going on here. I'm just going to get rid of this whole deal here. That has seen better days. And this one, instead of making this little dust airborne in my face, I think I'm just going to get rid of this and start with a clean piece of newsprint. There we go. All right, and now Get my paper palette over here. And I think what I'm going to do, I think I'm actually going to do something smart for a change. Hang on. I'm going to put, I'm not going to goop up a brush for this. I'm going to put a little black gesso. This is just on white cardstock. I'm assuming this will give me the answer of what I want to do here. All right. Where's my paper towel? I lost my Inky Binky. I gotta get another one out of the cabinet there. Oh, crap. Excuse me. I'm just gonna hit this real quick. Get that dry. Now I'm going to put a little, here it is, a little bit of my Ultra. These are color art. These are Leslie Onstad paints. I put a smear of it on the label because it is delicious. But they're vivid ultra metallics. Color art. Can you? Oop. Hello. Oop. Focus. Come on. There you go. Color art. Color with a U, art with an E.com. It's got a brand new website. Not a new products. Oh, there it is, but it's kind of faded. I've used it. There you go. True. This one's called True Silver. The ones that say True have real metal pigments in them, so you got to be cautious of how you use them. Don't lick the paint. I'm going to put a little bit on it, but look at that on there. Ah, just that much. Look at that. I don't know if the beauty of that's coming through or not, but yummo. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to use that brush. It's got water in it. I'm going to take a dry one, and I want to see, where's my glazing medium? Put a little bit of that out here, because I want to see what it looks like with and without the glazing medium. So I'm going to take a little bit of the silver. Hello, lover. And just want to put it over the black and see what it looks like. And let me put a little bit of this with a little bit of this. Let's see what that looks, because it goes on so much smoother that way. Yep, I think that's what I'm going to do. It is more transparent, though. And it's funny, it seems, without the glazing medium, that it seems more silver. Maybe, oh, crap. Hello. See, if I'd had that brush in my teeth, that wouldn't have happened. Yeah, don't lick the paint. Does that look different to you on the top? I can see the black through it a little bit more. Maybe I will use it without the, or maybe I had too much medium in there. Maybe let's try just a tad bit of the medium and more of the paint on this little bit I have left here. Maybe it was too glazy. Yeah, that might have been it. It does move so much easier without the, all right. Okay. Glazing medium and float medium, the same thing. I have no idea. Somebody here might fancy, but I don't know what float medium is. I know what glazing medium is, but I don't know what float medium is. So, all right. Well, let's just start slapping some paint, see what happens. That's all I can do. All right. So I want some black. Yeah, the bottom is shinier because it's like it's more. Oop, help! Really? Is this how we're gonna be today? Is this how it's gonna work? Gloves in a bottle. I'd have to have body in a bottle to be covered the way I work. Lordy. Well, that's still kind of schmutzed up there. For the love of Pete. All right. Let's try that again, shall we? This is Golden's Fluid Carbon Black. I'm going to put more of this down. All right, that's the silver. I'm running low. I'm going to have to order another one of those. And I want these brushes. The right one. All right. We'll try these. All right, here goes nothing. All right, a little more of this available in case I need it. All right, so I have black paint, glazing medium, and silver paint. And I'm going to start at the bottom of the box with the pitch black. I'm just using a little bit of this to make it more, even more fluid and less draggy on the box. And I'm just going to do like the brush width at the bottom of solid black. You know, now that I'm thinking about this, I don't know that this is going to really show up the way it's looking in my head. Actually, I'm going to go up a little bit higher. See, here's where I might be making my mistake. But we'll see. I don't know. All right, and now I'm going to switch. There we go. Where the hell did I put the other brush? I'm going to switch to my silver. I'm going to see how this works. I'm going to start at the top with no medium in it. Now see, this is the part that I'm painting right now. When the lid is on this box, you're not going to see it. Maybe I don't need any medium in it. Maybe I'll just let these blend and become a gray along this line where they meet. That was what I was hoping in my head would happen. There you go. Does that look masculine? Kind of got a little bit of a blend there, right? Oh, shoot. I shouldn't have done that. See? Stop while you're ahead. Oh, damn. What did I do there? Oh, I got a little bit of the black in the brush. That's the problem there. See? Don't overthink it. Back away when you got it right, because then I just... See that little bit of black in there? That's hosing me up. Get that out of there for the next side. All right, let's get that out of there. I'm going to get most of the water out of my brush. Get that baby ready for the next side. That's kind of nice, cool looking, I think. I can live with it. A little teeny bit of this. More black. And I'm trying to watch over here how high the black is and not to get too crazy with the black so it matches around the circumference. You dig? All right, get some of that water out. Yeah, thanks guys. Yeah, it worked out pretty good. Now I'm gonna go learn your my lesson. Just silver at the top of the box. I want it stark silver, right? And once I get down to where it's going to meet the black, I am not going to go back up and correct the brush stroke again. All right, get that in there. All right, now I'm going to make that blendy streak, and I'm going to add the tiniest bit of the medium in there so it goes over this a little bit smoother and helps extend those colors out a little bit. And I want to go up a little bit, not too far, and down a little bit to kind of get them to blend. And stop. Here we go. Now I got black in my silver brush again, so I got to put that down. Oh, hello. Good Lord of mercy. Let me stand that up. Wash that brush out again. I think it's going to be okay, actually. The black might still be too high with that lid. I'm not sure, but it's okay. You know what I might do? I might, if too much of the silver's colored up, I might paint the sides of the box silver. The lid, sides of the lid silver. So when it's covered down here, it's still showing silver. You dig? All right. Where am I? Where am I? This one's done. That one's done. I gotta do this one. Let's see. How am I gonna do this without hosing up the works? Like this. Okay. Oop. Wrong brush. Pay attention. Don't hose it up now, girl. Just a littlest bit of that. This is already fluid paint, so it doesn't. It's just the tooth of this box makes it a little draggy. All right, try to get it as high as I see it on the other side, where my other hand's holding it. Now, silver. Just stark silver at the top. Try to make long strokes all the way along the length of it, because if you stop short, you get a brush mark that irritates me. Like right there, I don't like that. I don't know if you can see it. This metallic paints are hard to see sometimes when you're at a different angle. Okay, now I'm going to go back with silver, a little teeny tiny bit of this, and hit this piece right here. All right. I'm going this one off again. Actually, I'm one-handed now. I'm going to grab a different brush. We'll go with a clean one for the last go around here. All right. Now I can't really sit it down. I'm going to sit it on this corner to give me some stability. Not the most stable Mabel around here with my hands. All right, back to the silver. Ooh, that's a little stiff. That's not good. I might need more silver. I am going to need more silver. Oop, that's probably too much. Well, maybe I'll paint the lid edge while I have that out in the palette. This is like liquid gold silver for the value of it. In my eye, it's yummy stuff. I thought this was the same kind of brush, but it feels a lot stiffer. Maybe it's been abused more. That is highly likely. I'm not getting as smooth a finish, it doesn't seem like, with this. All right, let's bring in some of the glazing medium and go for the blendy row here. All right, well, it is what it is. There we go. That's the outsides of the box. I'm going to put this down, and I think I'm going to paint, well, I got all that silver good stuff there. I think I'm just going to go ahead and paint the edges of this silver. Oh, but it's white. Ah! Well, maybe I'll paint it with the black paint first, right? Instead of, I wonder what that silver is going to look like on there. Which actually, the bottom of this, underneath all this, is painted metallic silver. You can see some of it sticking out the edge here. That's another thing to think about. See the edge where I don't have the glass tiles all the way to the edge? There's the tiniest bit of the wood frame. Come on. That's because when you pick up the lid over time, you don't knock off the edge of these tiles that could break. It's a cleaner edge. You don't hit the edge when you're taking it on and off and on and off, right? So I don't know if that makes sense, but it does in my little head. So that's all that matters. All right, I'm going to try to do something very dangerous here. I'm going to pick this up. I'm going to sit it out of the way on top of this gesso. Try to center it. Why isn't that working? Because it's as deep as the box. Of course it is. Ah, crap. I thought that would work. Nope. It's even more shallow than that. Let's do this. There we go. So, let me try. Oh, crap. No, this brush has black in it. Let me get another brush. I'll take a narrower one anyway. I'm going to put this right on the silver and see, right on the white and see what it looks like. Am I in frame? Probably not. Because maybe it'll even be a brighter silver for the very top band of this when it's on the close, when the box is closed and it's next to that other over the black. So maybe it'll give it like a 3-layered gradient. Does that make sense? Tell me it makes sense. does a muzzle head. You know what I forgot to do? I meant to ask another one of my guys that used to be my boss. He's another French guy. He's actually a sommelier. And I wanted to ask him what Francois's favorite wine was. And if he by any chance had a cork laying around that I could cut in half and um, make handles for the sides of these lids like I've done in the past. Thanks, CB. At least somebody's playing nice. My mind works in mysterious ways, so what makes sense to me doesn't always make sense to everybody. You guys probably know that. And that's okay. And if I don't like how this looks, which I think I'm going to like it, but if I don't, I'll just paint it over black or something. I don't know. Here's where you really see the brush strokes when you have this silver, a metallic, over the white. Certain angles you can see every little brush stroke. So this might require 2 coats of this, and that's okay. I can do it. Yeah, I think it'll brighten up the whole look of the box, actually. Having the silver up on the top edge here. Oops, not on the glass tiles. Hello. Pay attention. So while I'm doing this and trying to do some mindless chatter here, I think we have 25 people that have paid their deposits. Some have actually paid in full already for the Maryland Art Weekend. That we do our little retreat in person in Maryland for those of you who may be on here and new and don't know. If you're interested, um, hit me on Facebook or email me, whatever, and let me know, and I'll send you some information. We have just a few spots left, and I do have some people that are semi-interested and looking for more information and trying to confirm their schedules to see if they can make it work. So I'm not sure how long that availability will be. I got a maximum of 30 in the room that we limit it to. So I think I have 5 potentially open spots. Should anyone dare join this nutty crowd in person. Just saying. There's a couple on here in chat, so I can't say too much about who to be mindful of, but I don't want to mention any names. Gayla, Kathy, CB. But, I'm not going to mention any names, so that was not me. That was the bottle. We do have a hootenanny of a good time, though, I got to tell you. We have the art room 24 hours, so we can stay in there as late as we want. My lovely husband brings us a cooler full of wine at night to have while we're arting if we choose. And we've been known to sit up all hours screaming, laughing at craziness. Doesn't make us bad people. All right. All right, so there's that. All right, I have another brush in my mouth. Put that out of harm's way. And let that one dry. And what else can I paint silver? Maybe I can put it back in. I'm pretty sure that thanks to Miss Gala and Dragonfly Smiles Kathy, I may be banned permanently from the Pinehurst, Southern Pines area of North Carolina. Dave and I are actually going there in early April, and I'm going to teach at the Jody Old Studio. Actually, Jan Nichols McClay owns it, and Jody Old and Gene Kessler have studio space they share there and teach there. So I'm going to go down there and teach actually this polymer clay tiles. But I'm just saying, I think there's at least one cop in Southern Pines that may have a wanted poster in his squad car. That's all I'm going to say about that. All right, what am I doing? I think while this dries, I'm going to rifle through some of my metal embellishments and see if I can come up with anything appropriate for this manly box. I think my legs are in here. I got this stuff that's kind of all over the place right now. To unpack some classes, not put away. Citizen's arrest. Oh, don't start with me, ladies. Let's see. 1, 2. Now I know I can't have just 2. Gotta have another 2 somewhere. Are you kidding me? I got 2 legs. I know they sell them in 4s. Where the hell are they? Don't tell me I am short 2 friggin' legs. Well, I have these other ones, but they're kind of brass. I don't like those. I don't want those. Are you shitting me? Ay, 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 ay. All right, well, it's looking like I gotta make a trip to Michael's. We're gonna go to dinner tonight, so I'll get Dave to take me early so I can go in there and start back on this in the morning. Oh, might be able to use some of those little words. What do these keys say? Oh, maybe some of these. What do these say? Let's see. I can find something that pertains to his philosophy and background and all that stuff. Something like ring a bell with him. Let's see what they say. Life is about creating yourself. That's a possibility. Know in your heart you are loved. Live the life you imagined. Embrace imperfection. Apparently, I don't embrace imperfection because I haven't used these yet. I've got 2 of those. Hey, Dorothy. Hey, Sarah. Reality has limits. Imagination is boundless. That's appropriate for him. That's a duplicate. That's a duplicate. Encourage your hopes, not your fears. Embrace imperfection again. All right. Live in the moment. All right. Can't believe, how the hell did I end up with 2 legs? When they sell them in 4s and everything I put them on is 4s. How could that be possible? I mean, I'm pretty good at math, and I usually count. Oh, here, what are these the same? The journey awakens the soul. Capture life's moments. Dream as if you'll live forever. I don't know. Maybe I'll keep that out there. All right, let's This is mostly Tim Holtz stuff. And these other boxes, random. Maybe I got 2 other legs in here somehow. Wouldn't that be a lucky accident? I don't think he needs a mermaid. Let me dig in here first. Oh, there's some keys. Copper, there's a silver one. Here's one of those, I like these steampunk keys. I might be able to use that on there. Oh, that steampunky kind of gear, that's sort of manly. I don't know if I'd say technology related or not, but yeah. What's this? Dream as if you'll live forever. That doesn't belong in there. It's misfiled. Good Lord. I gotta come up with a better system. Oh, those are kind of tribal-y, but oh, there's some legs, but they're still the wrong color. More keys. Oop, there's one of those light bulbs that say believe. But it's black. So when I put it on the black, I'm going to lose the text, I think. Am I right? I think I'm right. Oh, here's one of these things. These are kind of manly-ish, but where's the glass thing that goes in it? Hang on. Oh, there it is. Let's see. This is one of these little, reminds me of something nautical, like a ship's a lens to a light or something. It's the wrong color, but I could put some treasure gold or something on there maybe. I love those little embellishments. I put this on a black box, I did. But it's too girly. Too girly. I see all these past projects in my head I remember that I bought pieces for. I love that thing. I put one of these on one of the first tile boxes I did on the end of it. Look kind of cool, actually. That place where I was telling you guys, where I got those long sticks, skinny sticks of the black and white glass, that little mosaic shop over on the Eastern Shore, she had this whole little pile of these little sentiments like this. I think I bought her out of them. Every time I go there, I grab them. Here's another one. Explore. I don't know. Another one of those, but it's brass. All right. Oh, crap, that scared me. CVS Pharmacy. Somebody's prescription's ready. All right, what do we got in here? Oh, no. No, that's not appropriate. Not appropriate. Oh, this is kind of cool. That's kind of tribal-y. However, see how it's thick on the bottom? So I'd have to place that on the bottom so that this hung off the bottom of the box, which I might be able to, or could I cut it off without? I don't know. We'll see. All right, well, I pretty much I don't see any other legs in there. Egg on it. I don't know what that is. Oh, I got these. When I went down to the Remy retreat down at the same place where I'm going to go teach next month, Gene Skipper has these coolest bits of stuff, and I bought a couple of these. I had one. But look at this little thing, how it works. You squeeze this, and it opens this, so it's kind of like a key ringy kind of thing. She found somebody that had a whole case of these and bought the whole case and sells them, but they are the coolest thing. I mean, I couldn't use it on this project, obviously, but got a couple just in case I come up with something really clever. They'll be in here a while. And I got these down there. They were blades of a steaming basket to use as wings on my little heart that I did when I was down there, that I haven't changed over to that yet. Oh, here we go. Here we go. This is what I was looking for. This keyhole-ish thing. That might be something to put on there. All right. What's in here? Oh, yeah. I don't need that. It's a bottle opener I bought for a part. Oh, my mermaid tails. Well, he doesn't need a mermaid tail. There's some old glass cabochons that I made. I took them down there just in case I could use them for something. I don't know. I'll deal with that later. All right. Here's my lid. I got a couple, but I got, oh, you know what? I got some little boxes. What is that? Where? Oh, my God, that's heavy. Oh, tried to do that with one hand. That does not happen. Somewhere in this pile of wonderfulness is, oh, there they are. Got them. Oh, what do I have in here? That's too baby and too girly. It's a lot of embellishments from when I did the cigar boxes for baby girls and baby boys and weddings and that sort of thing. But I do have these. These are kind of manly. Patty didn't Jody move just next door, Kathy. She took the space next door to the original spot. I don't remember what was in there. But she and Jean moved next door. So, oh look, there's a silver one. And I could paint any of these silver, right? These, I got these at when I was at Create, New Jersey, that they don't do anymore. Damn it. I got them from Aaron Keck. And, well, I don't know what's going to work here. Let me see if I can make this work. Can you see that? It's Aaron Keck. eksupplies.etsy.com. And she gave you this little thing with your order. But these are some kind of, they're very lightweight. They're some kind of, I don't know what they are. But they are lightweight. And they glue down real easily. So I've tried to use, I've tried to make little kind of cool ones and make a little, you know, mechanical grouping thing of them. That might be the right size. And I'm just looking at these for size right now. Silver. Save me from painting. This one's silver, but it's a metal screw cap. Hey, Marilyn. Lance just put her glue brush in her coffee. I put my glue brush in my mouth, brush end in first this morning. So there's that. Oh, I got more silver than I thought. So these come pre-painted with different shades of bronze and coppers and apparently silver. Unless I painted some silver. Oh, there's another keyish thing. I like the other one better. Actually, the other one might be too big. Where'd that go? There. I might have to color that if I use it. All right, that's enough to get me started. All right, don't get me started. Okay, I'm going to hit this with a heat gun a little bit, make sure it's dry. Probably is by now, but just in case. Maybe next thing I'll do is line these with the paper before they get too embellished. A lot of times when I get done with these, after these are finished on the edges, I'll take one of my black, the big Molitor marker with the big nib, and just zoop, streak down there with the paint and finish them off. It works really nice. All right, I think that's, can't believe I have two flipping legs. Are you serious? All right, man, my hands are still cold. Where's my hand? Do I get over here? Then I'll have a hot bath. Ay, ay, ay. All right, let me see what we got here. All right, so there we are. That's where we ended up. Now, here we go. I really like that paper, and it would fit, you know, like my in-frame, barely. You know, I'd lose this, which I don't care about. As long as I have this Paris and the Eiffel Tower and stuff, I think that's pretty cool. However, it's kind of beigey, creamy, warm colors, right? Whereas, I could do this one, come in this way. Almost lose some of that flag, aren't I? Might have to cut just a little skosh over here to get that whole flag in. Or will the flag on the bottom fit in there? No, I'm going to lose a little bit of that one too if I don't do that. And this fits more with the coloration of the box, right? So I'm leaning this away. Also, what I thought about doing, I have these two as well. So I could put this in the corner this way. See, that little bit of text would be in there. I don't really like that. And it doesn't really go with the colors, right? This one, I think that's too much. That's a little too cray-cray. And then I have this Africa one. I think I'll do the lid in this. But if I did the lid in that, and the base in this, and then maybe cut little strips of the soccer ball to line the sides with, or not, would that be too cheesy looking? I don't know. I'm going to go with these two for now. I'll play with the soccer balls and see how that works out. If not, I might just put like a first one, Patty. Oh crap, I don't know which the first one was. I think this just matches the whole theme of the box better. All right, less thinking and more measuring. There we go. Let's see what we got here. Just a skosh, one bump over 8.5. 1.5 over 11. Okay. Get my cutter extraordinaire. So what did I say? A little bit over 8.5, right? So let me cut that one first. 8.5 and 1 notch. Let's see where we end up. I'm going to lose the flag. So what's if I go this way? Let me get rid of this white band down here first. Oh, the map. You mean the back of that one that had the map? This one? What was this? That map? Oh, hang on. You know what? We've been here 3 hours already. My recording's going to stop. Let me stop the recording and restart. So stand by.